Bud, good morning. I have to go back a little bit with the evaluation with Bud, because I was introduced to him last spring sometime, and somebody was asking a question about flowers. What's your favorite flower? And as I went around the room, everybody's talking about all the different flowers. We get to Bud, and he talks about flour in pancakes. And it got me thinking about that a little bit, because that was a whole paradigm shift, because everybody was thinking about a certain type of topic, and then Bud threw out something, and it made me stop a little bit. So I thought about this presentation that you were given today, and this is out of your Master's Advanced Communication program, and it was talking about making them laugh. But as we talked about this morning, as far as what you were trying to accomplish, and so I just wanted to touch on those pieces. I was thinking about, did he paint a picture? And as I was reflecting back on that, I could see him, as I closed my eyes, listening to the story. I could see that you were doing that well with your movements. I could feel that when you were jumping up and down, the room shook a little bit, so I could see that, I could feel that. And I could also see that you were engaged as you moved to the audience, different parts, calling them out by name, engage in that process. It talked about a little bit of laughter. You started that with your book, you opened that up, and of course it was empty. And you closed on that. You brought it back because you could say you could pre-order the book for $15.95 or whatever that amount was. So you tied it from the beginning to the end. You've given this presentation a number of times. Every time it gets a little bit shorter. So I guess if I have to be a critique on that, I think sometimes you sped up. You were trying to get through the content, the story. How do you pull that together so that we don't lose the audience in those pieces and still tie it together? That's probably one of the things that I noticed that I was thinking your presentation of in Japan, I think it was, when you were whatever coming back. Tighten that up just a little bit, but I was able to follow through with that or look at that. The stories were real. I could understand that. Those were good pieces. The river of life, I guess I'll leave it with that, because it is a continuum of what you're trying to do with this. You were asking about not a hard sale. Is it a soft presentation? And I could see that it was not in your face. I didn't take it that way. It was more gentle, and I think that's what you're looking for as well. So I think you did an excellent job. And it's tough to take something long and kind of, we've all been in that situation where you have to pull it together. So try to tighten that up just a little bit more. Start finish was great. Pace could have been a little bit slower, but that's just because of the size of the content that we want to get through. So great job. Appreciate listening.